Story name: Ho Chunaiv the Red Room Number 9. There's a small town in Himachal Pradesh called Chansar. So quiet, you can hear snow melt in spring. Hidden in its pine-covered hills is a hotel called the Hollow Pines Lodge. Tourists say it's cozy. Locals say it's cursed. No one rents room number 9. But one winter, Aarav, a travel vlogger with more ego than sense, decided he'd prove the curse was fake. Haunted rooms make the best content, he said to his 500k subscribers. So he booked it. When he reached, the receptionist went pale. "You want room 9? She asked. "Yes. It hasn't been used in years." "Perfect." He smiled, filming everything. She handed over the key. Brass. Cold. Slightly sticky. Room 9 looked normal enough. Rustic walls. Fireplace. A cracked mirror. But one thing stood out. The door had no lock from inside. That night, Aarav set up his camera, did a dramatic intro, and began recording himself trying to summon ghosts. Nothing happened. Tired and slightly embarrassed, he fell asleep at 2:33 a.m. At 3:06 a.m., the camera, left running, caught something. Large red circle first, a soft knock on the closet door. Large red circle then, a whisper, "You shouldn't be here." Large red circle finally, the mirror began to fog, from the inside. Aarav didn't wake. The footage ends at 3:33 a.m. with a blurry figure crawling out of the mirror and standing over his bed. Its eyes weren't angry, they were sad. Next morning, the staff found room 9 empty. No blood. No struggle. But the camera was still on, sitting on the bed. The last frame? Aarav, staring into the mirror. His mouth open in a scream. But the reflection was smiling. Now, every year on the same date, room 9's mirror fogs at 3:06 a.m. And if you dare whisper, "I don't believe," into it, someone answers. Then trade places with me. Part 2. The reflection doesn't lie? A week after Aarav disappeared, his fans noticed something strange. His YouTube channel started uploading videos on its own. No thumbnails. No titles. Just grainy footage of snow falling outside a hotel window, then flickering shots of Aarav's face, pale, his lips moving silently. In one video, he stood in the hallway of the Hollow Pines Lodge, whispering, "Get out while you still can," before the screen turned black. Simran, a paranormal investigator, saw the viral video and recognized the hotel instantly. Her grandfather once worked there, and warned her as a child. Room 9 doesn't trap souls, it trades them. Ignoring every warning, she booked a room. But the receptionist refused to hand her the key to room 9. "It's been sealed." "That's funny," Simran said, showing her booking confirmation. "It's been unlocked, online." The receptionist looked horrified. Simran was given the key, but no one watched her walk down the hallway. Inside room 9, the air was colder. Still, like something had just left, or was waiting to come back. The mirror was cleaner than it should have been. Too clean. Like it was watching her. She set up cameras, EVP recorders, salt rings, even iron charms. Nothing happened. Until 3:06 a.m. The mirror began to fog again. This time, Simran didn't flinch. She whispered, "Aarav, are you there?" From inside the mirror, his face appeared, but changed. His eyes were hollow. His skin cracked like glass. He pressed a hand against the mirror. Simran reached out, and her hand went through. Aarav whispered, "Pull me out." Simran grabbed his arm and yanked. For a second, he came halfway through the mirror. But behind him, something else crawled out. A thin, skinless creature, tall, mouthless, made of shadows. It lunged for her. Simran screamed, yanked her arm back, but it was too late. She was pulled in. The next day, room 9 was empty again. But the mirror was different now. It reflected everything in the room, except the person looking into it. And Aarav? He uploaded one final video. "If you're watching this, I'm not me anymore. Room 9 doesn't haunt you. It replaces you." Part 3. The Mirror's New Home. After Simran vanished, the Hollow Pines Lodge was shuttered forever. No tourists. No staff. Just silence wrapped in snow. The townsfolk whispered that the hotel was cursed, that the shadows of room 9 had consumed two souls, and now it waited, hungry for more. 6 months later, Anaya, a young artist in Delhi, bought an antique mirror at a flea market. It was beautiful, an ornate brass frame with intricate carvings of swirling vines and strange faces. The seller warned her, jokingly, "This mirror has a history, but it'll bring you luck." Anaya laughed and hung it in her studio. The first night, at exactly 3:06 a.m., Anaya woke to a faint tapping on the glass. She thought it was a branch outside. But the tapping became knocking. Curious and unsettled, she whispered, "Who's there?" The mirror fogged from the inside. Slowly, a pale handprint appeared. Anaya's blood ran cold as a face formed, cracked, hollow-eyed, and smiling. It was Aarav. But his eyes weren't sad anymore. They were empty. A whisper came from the mirror. "Trade." Anaya tried to pull away. The mirror pulled her closer. Her reflection didn't mimic her movements. It lagged, then smiled wider than she did. Her fingers brushed the glass. Suddenly, she was inside. The studio faded. She stood in a dark hallway lined with countless mirrors. Behind each one was a face, some screaming, some smiling, all trapped. A cold voice echoed. "Room 9 never left. It moves. It finds new homes, new souls." Anaya's reflection stepped out of the mirror she left behind, calm, normal, smiling. Outside, her phone started recording. She had become the mirror's newest prisoner. And so the curse spreads. If you find an old mirror and hear a knock at midnight, don't answer, because room 9 is waiting to trade places, and your reflection might not come back. Has the story truly ended, or is there more? What do you feel? If you like stories, don't forget to subscribe my channel for more amazing tales.